made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the...
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the move to his left. He'll drop to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now the rookie's free. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shoulder now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Gain of 20.
Our two quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Dolphins.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's a gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Hines, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll pull it down, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They're looking at a 3rd and a yard to start things out. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
For so many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
This is Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And in
to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Miami.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, 10, 5. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off the drive with 6 points. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. lines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Dolphins.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming up at halftime, I go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a Cardinal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That ball complete to Isabella.
Complete to Andy.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cardinals, 37.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tua going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to number 7.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And able to find Kirk complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away for tying this game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier game, and he's applying it now.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes when quarterbacks run a sneak, they wait a second or two just to see which way to go with the football. And in this case, that hesitation cost him.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Tua on the bootleg here. This pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
No gain on that.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Murray going for it all. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down, Miami.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray on the screen. This is Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final prop.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 12 yards there and a first down. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 41-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Today's final score, Cardinals 34.